Hey, it's Jay and Chris coming to you this week out on number 17 with this week's video tip. And this week's tip is on wedge fitting. I know all of us watched the PGA Championship last weekend, and with the wet conditions, it's very important that all those tour players have the right wedges. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if some of them went with something that had a little more bounce because of the wet and soupy conditions. Our golf course has a tendency to play a little soft here recently with all the rain we had too. So I would question everybody to see whether they have the right wedges for their game. It's very important that we have the right bounce, and what bounce is basically it's the distance from the leading edge of the golf club and the trailing edge of the golf club. In this area, how much camber we have here is basically called bounce. And how that works is whether the club is digging into the ground when you hit your shot, or whether it's digging into the ground and then the bounce relieves it and helps people who are steep with their angle of attack relieve the club so it doesn't stick into the ground like a knife. If you don't have a lot of bounce, like this club, this is an 04, so basically the lower numbers are less bounce, the higher numbers are more bounce. This club would want to have a tendency to stick in the ground. Now that's not saying that this club is right and this club is wrong, but you need to come out and figure out what's right for you. This Friday on the driving range from 3 to 6, DeWitt Miles, our FootJoy Titleist Acushnet representative, is going to be here and going to find out if your wedges are fit properly for you or not. We are taking appointments, so come out and make sure that your wedges are fit for you. You know that you hit those a lot more than you do that driver, and we spend all that time on the launch monitor making sure our driver's fit for us. Come on out and make sure that the wedges are fit for you. Hope to see you on the range on Friday from 3 to 6, and we hope to get you playing better golf. Thanks. Hey, it's Jay and Chris. We're still out here talking about wedge fitting, so we decided to come into a bunker where we have really soft conditions. Since our bunker renovation, we had a new type of sand, and it's a little bit softer than the sand we had in the past. So it was very critical for me, and I know for Chris as well, to add a little more bounce to our club. So what we thought we would do is we would show you what shots may look like with the incorrect club. So what I have here is I have a 5804 in an L grind from Titleist in the new SM5. And again, for me, I think I'm a steep angle of attack guy that needs a little bounce. So what may happen here is the club is going to dig too much. So what you might see if your clubs are improperly fit for you are shots that look something like this. And you can see, and maybe you can even hear in this video, how the club really drug through. It felt like it really dug deep. I know Chris is going to zoom in here, and maybe we can see a little bit of how the club works through impact. And although we did get out of the bunker, it's really not a shot where we can get aggressive and make the ball stop and check. I'm going to go grab a club that does fit for me. We'll see if we can tell the difference in maybe the sound and basically even the result. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back in the bunker at our bunker shot, and now we have a wedge that has a very high bounce, and it was the wedge I was showing you earlier from up in the fairway with that big, wide, fat sole. And what this is going to do is help it relieve through this sand and hopefully get us a little better shot. Same swing, same setup. We're just going to let the club do the work. Oh, Chris, you better want to go there and zoom in on that one. Pretty nice right there. Anyway, I'm sure you possibly could hear. I could definitely feel that the club was not digging as much, was not dragging up. It landed exactly pin high, had a little spin to it. I could probably make that putt for a birdie. So same thing. You can hear how well this club soles right through the sand. So that's our tip for the day. Make sure you have wedges that fit your game. Remember, you hit these a lot more than you do your drivers. We hope to see everybody on Friday for the Titleist Vokey wedge fitting from 3 to 6 on the driving range. Thanks. See you next week.